Standard 3D cylinders and boxes are effective for basic structural drafting. But when your design requires custom, ergonomic, or highly organic shapes, these primitive forms are often insufficient. You need a workflow that starts fluid and eventually results in a solid, heavy part. That is our exact objective today. We are taking a flexible, faceted 3D mesh and pushing it through the repair process required to convert it into a true, manufacturable 3D solid. Looking at our course syllabus, you have made it to day 26. We are moving into the advanced face-level editing tools listed here: extruding, splitting, merging, and sealing mesh geometry to prepare our model for that final conversion. This specific pipeline is the bridge between organic design and real-world engineering. You have the freedom to sculpt creatively while meeting the mathematical constraints required for physical production. A common starting point for errors happens during selection, trying to edit a shape but accidentally selecting the entire mesh instead of targeting an individual sub-object face. To resolve this, you must apply a mechanical rule. Hold down the Control key, hover over the specific face you want, and click. You will know you've isolated a single face because standard object grips disappear, replaced by specific sub-object control grips resting on that single plane. Observe the functional difference. Standard extrusions create rigid blocks, while Extrude Face pulls a single quad directly from the mesh volume. Split Face draws a line across the active face, generating two manipulatable zones. Merge Face dissolves boundaries, unifying them back into a single polygon. This macro shaping process allows you to alter specific zones of a primitive shape without changing the underlying structure of the rest of the object. The next step moves away from large face extrusions and targets micro-level topology. To control how your model pinches and tapers, we have to look at the individual edges and vertices that define your sharp corners. Spin Triangle Face reveals a quad's hidden internal edge. Spinning the face flips this edge's direction, shifting the surface tension. For tighter corners, use the Collapse Face or Edge tool. It fuses a short edge's endpoints into a single vertex, tapering geometry to a point. Mastering this microtopology allows you to direct the structural flow of your model. By routing those edges cleanly, you prevent unwanted surface tension before the part is manufactured. Step 3 is the final repair check. A mesh containing missing faces or microscopic gaps cannot mathematically exist as a solid. Watch what happens to this mechanical housing. It has a tiny missing panel. When dropped into water, air bubbles escape and it sinks. Your digital model follows this exact engineering concept. It must be completely watertight to exist as a solid. To fix a broken seal, activate the Close Hole command. When you select the open boundary edge on your mesh, AutoCAD generates a new polygonal face to seal the gap. The secondary cause for a rejected conversion is overlapping or pinched faces. Before proceeding, orbit your model and inspect your sharpest corners to ensure no vertices are crossing through each other. Once your sculpted mesh is watertight and clean, you execute the final step. Select the entire object, type Convert to Solid, and press Enter. To verify the conversion, select the object and press Ctrl+1 to open your Properties panel. The object type will now read 3D Solid, and your mesh grips will have updated to standard solid modeling grips. If your project goal was a thin, hollow outer shell rather than a dense block, you take the alternate path and use the Convert to Surface command instead. This conversion transforms an editable, hollow polygonal net into a mathematically calculated mass with actual volume and density. Because your object is now a true 3D solid, it is fully compatible with the Boolean tools you learned in previous sessions. You can now use tools like Subtract to cut standard cylinders through your organic shape to create precision bolt holes. This converted solid state is the specific requirement to export the model for downstream manufacturing, whether you are sending it to a 3D printer or a CNC router. Save your workspace here. Tomorrow, we start day 27. We are pivoting away from single object modeling to focus on architectural elevations and the 3D home project. Today's mesh to solid pipeline moves past the rigid limitations of standard CAD blocks. You now have the tools to push complex, organic designs directly into production.